Ladies and gents, this is Gamers. Millions of dreamers, 12 made it. Now, the best players from the Nordic countries will be living together and fight for a pro contract. But, in the end, only 5 will make it. Once again, Red Team, they're up to 6 players, and it's all because of this ruthless man right here. Stefan, the stakes could never be higher. If you lose, that's it, your head is on the chopping block. You could be the next team to actually have to replace one of your players. But if you win, you're safe. You're in the good. That's a lot of power to have on your shoulders, man.
Yeah, I like it though.
So, how'd you sleep last night after throwing Ints under the bus?
Like a baby.
Get out.
You
really did.
Yeah. I mean, it was perfect, right? Now we will actually have these guys feeling the pressure. That's what we want.
And you have no mercy as well, not a shred, because you actually made it so that even though it's a team that they're not familiar with, Tusken, it was thrown in as a curveball, you didn't care. You said they have to be prepared on every map.
Yeah, and I mean, also just, it wasn't only based on yesterday, obviously. But yeah, I mean, if you lose, something's got to change, I think. At least when you're not looking like very convincing while losing.
Mm-hmm. And this is all obviously capped off with change or no change. At the end of every night, if the team loses, you get to have the coach sitting next to you and you get to decide his fate. He gets the call. He gets to actually make the call if a player's going to stay in his roster or not. But you're the one who decides if he needs to make that change.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So, Gamers House. Action from early morning to late night, as always, guys. We have the stream going non-stop. And after yesterday's match, Ints, obviously, thanks to this man right here, had to deliver the news to his team. One of them might be going home. But what is true, we have a new challenger in the house.
And what a performance from Team Spawn.
It was epic.
And the boys in blue have the lead at 4-3 in the match series here at Gamers.
We just moved on as usual and we just crushed the red team.
I think that's what won us the game today, was the energy.
I don't want to be like mean to the red team, but I can get really hyped when I win a game. Like they probably heard, like I was cheering like 10 minutes after. I was like, woo!
Yeah, everyone was super hyped to play. And then on the Sid side, we just never got rolling. And of course, when you never get rolling, you just lose communication. And that's what happened today as well.
I guess Rebellion, when he played that bad, he checked the scoreboard. He sees it's like 0-0-4. He's playing really bad. He gets nervous. He gets mad. He's not playing good. That just makes him play even worse.
You need to get some confidence, Oliver. You were picked to be one of the 5, right? Or on our team.
There's an issue in the team where I think we need a little bit more of a positive caller, but he needs to take the criticism we give him.
I know that Rebellion is only 14 years old, but he needs to step up and realize that this is the real deal. He needs to stop tilting. He needs to calm down during games and practice.
Because the way we did it, we kind of gave them everything. And it's a map you're forced to be aggressive at CT, I think. It's that simple.
I think that we should have done better on T-side. It was stupid by me, but I was very overhyped. I shouldn't have been that.
The only reason you're playing bad is because you're sitting there after you die. Oh my god, fucking what the fuck? Literally, and that's the truth. And then it gets worse, and it gets worse, and then you keep spamming tab and look at your stats, and then you're sitting there and you get all nervous because you're not playing well. That's what happens. I'm correct, right?
Alright guys, our expert analyst, Stefan, has decided that it's going to be some changes in our team. Tomorrow, a new player will join the red team, and he will have 48 hours in the Gamers House to prove how good he is. And after that, I will decide whether he stays or whether he has to go home again. And I also decide if he stays, who of you will have to leave Gamers after 48 hours.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see what he has to offer as a player. I think I heard some rumors that he's an in-game leader.
I think and hope he is bringing some in-game leading things, and I hope to replace Rebellion, to be honest.
Alright, good night boys.
Good night. We can't have an in-game leader that tilts and gets like negative like that. We have to have some structure.
I mean, we can just relax, chill out. The red team has to be nervous, like thinking about who's gonna join.
Shit happens, can't win them all, right?
I don't want to be a mean guy to the new guys coming, but I hope he's pretty bad because, of course, it's fun if he's good and he can make the red team better. But for the blue team's sake, I hope he's a bad player.
Stefan, what did you think about the team's reaction to the news? I mean, it was already obviously pretty heavy. You're the man responsible. I mean, they're responsible in part as well. Can't just put it all on you. But what did you think about their reactions to the news?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that the red team are starting to feel like the problems they've been having with Revillon being 14 years old, maybe not, I mean, as mature in how he reacts, especially to if he's having a bad game. It's really starting to wear on them. And a lot of them even said directly, we hope it's a new in-game leader, so at least we can try it out.
Yeah.
And if he's good, okay, then Revillon, sorry, we'd rather have someone else.
All right. Well, we're definitely going to be talking about this a lot more tonight. But guys, a headshot is a headshot is a headshot. You've all seen them. You've all experienced them. Kind of sucks to be on the receiving end. But at the end of the day, if you're the one giving them, you'll love it. Today, all 10 players got to go and test their aim. But this time, it wasn't on the server. It was in real life.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Can we gather around in the sofa?
Yeah.
Looking good, Wolfie.
So today, you guys will be having aim competition, and it's a really, really nice prize on the line.
But the aim competition is not going to take place in CSGO. It's going to be an aim competition in real life, on a gun range, shooting real guns. The winner of the aim competition in real life will receive a skin. It's that one. Hand wrap slaughter. Get ready. Sharpen your aim.
I'm probably not even old enough, but I think it's gonna be fun. Excited. If I win the gloves, I'll be fucking happy, but I don't have any high expectations.
Yeah, I'm feeling really excited right now. Aim competition in real life with real guns. It's gonna be awesome.
I think it's really good for the guys to come out of the gamers house a little bit.
It's been a lot of tension in the house. It's just good tip for the guys to come out and just have some fun, you know.
Hi guys, and welcome to Valpsund, the home of shooting. My name is Fredrik Andersson, I'm a shooting instructor. These guys, they think they can shoot, but today we're gonna test them. Today we're gonna do some skeet shooting. Anyone tried this before?
Yes.
Perfect, then you're the expert in this gang. First of all, I wanna ask, how old are you?
14.
14. Do you have a permit from your mom?
Yeah.
Perfect. This is a safe gun. And this is an unsafe gun. Yeah, the rules for today is you have 6 shots and the one who hits the most gets a skin. So, who wants to start? Perfect, let's go.
Stuff like this.
It was really nervous actually to shoot and stuff. I've never done it before with a real gun, so this was like a new experience for me. It was really fun.
Perfect, a hit. Good one. Oh, the expert.
When I was 14, 15, and we tried ski shooting, I got like 11 out of 15, but it was many years ago. It's not going good.
No. Too high, aim lower.
That was a hit, right?
No, but you touched it. Oh, nice one. I think we might have a winner if you can focus.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, we have a leader. Have you ever handled a real gun before?
Not really, no.
This is so fun!
And I hit another one and another one and another one, and then I got like 4 out of 6, I think. And it was just so fun.
New leader! 4 hits.
It's up to Massi and Menox now and Revillon to get 4.
Fuck! What happened? Yes.
It feels really, really good. You know, I did tie with Wolfie, so it's really, really fun to do good.
So, we have 2 shooters who have standed the others. It's Massi and Wolfie. And it's time for sudden death.
Fuck!
And
it felt really, really good.
I have absolutely no idea what a skin is, but you won it.
Yeah, I'm happy, I'm happy.
Really nice shooting, guys. Safe handle the gun. Perfect.
I love it, man. I love Wild West meets Deliverance. I mean, I swear, Rebellion almost got ejected. I'm glad the guy was standing close behind him, like actually supporting him, because it looked like he was about to go flying back with that thing.
I love how HNS went straight to like the CS excuses. Like he almost blamed the server, right? That was a hit, right? Nah, yeah, that was pretty nice.
So, I mean, now let's go ahead and actually get into it. Like the meaning of aim in CS. So start off straight. Are the best players in CS the best aimers?
Not necessarily, but I think that getting to like a 95% as good an aim as like a top pro is somewhat easy if you put in enough hours and you don't have some kind of, I don't know, genetical thing working against you. Most people can do that, but actually putting it to work in a match is so different from just, I mean, an aim map. Yeah.
Or matchmaking, DM.
Yeah, that as well. I mean, in a team game, there's so much other stuff going on where if you're not really into that kind of game, you haven't tried it, then you'll feel like these guys, what are they doing?
All right, so what are your top 3 skills then, right? If you're talking about the best, what are your top 3 skills that are necessary? Is aim one of them?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean,
all right, we agree on that.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I mean, it is the most important thing, but it's not that hard to get good at. Obviously, you have to put in the work to do it, but it's somewhat trivial because you just need to put in a lot of hours and train. Whereas placement, I mean, just knowing how far to peek around corners and when to do it, getting some kind of sense of that's the really hard part. But if you're good at it, well, then you can just shoot people in the back all the time or when they're flashed, and then your aim isn't that important, right?
So we've had the time to see these players play live now. So who would you say is the best aimer in the house?
Oh, it's hard to say, but I mean, just from
just throw a name out there.
Who gets the most frags? I'm gonna say Elo.
This isn't like these aren't like your predictions. It's all right. You can be, you can kind of be a little shaky on them. It's all right. Nobody's gonna judge. Nobody's gonna throw you under the bus. I mean, the thing is that this was actually mentioned before the video as well by Instant Spawn both. That they wanted to get the players out of the house. I mean, how important is it to actually spend some time away from the server with your team? You being a coach, you've coached Dignitas and TSM when they moved over there. So actual like out of server activities, is it key?
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely get burned out if you play too much. You'll often hear that players say, well, to get good, you just need to put in a lot of hours. And there was, at least for a while, a trend of people caring very much about like the count of how many hours you played the 2 weeks leading up to an event to kind of measure how good you're going to be. But I mean, burnout is a very real thing and something players have to look out for as well. So going out, doing something together as a team building outside of the server is really good.
So, I mean, they already know, and I'm talking about Team Red, that a challenger has entered the house, that somebody is here to take their spot. And so now we're going to see how they actually handled that. And, well, if they just threw him out on the spot.
The others are playing with
Hello. I'm the challenger.
Nice. Holy shit. Hello.
So I guess I'm gonna join the red team.
Yes. Hey, another new guy joining the red team. I still feel like I am in the danger zone, so yeah, hope he's not good.
What's your in-game nick? Blandfels.
Blunt Paris?
Blunt
Paris?
This is not Mister. My name is Isak Alexius and I live in Lund in Skåne. And I play video games. I've been playing CS for 4 years now. I want to become a pro in CS and show the world that I'm really good. When I entered the house, I think most of them was very surprised. And some of them knew me from before.
Bro? Är det Blandfels?
Det är Blandfels.
Do you small? He's also from Ystad!
I'm not from Ystad.
No, but you're... I know who he is.
Okay. I'm very famous. CS is one of my favorite things in life, and I'm doing that every time I come home from school. I'm really looking forward to show Inns what I'm made of, and I'm gonna stay here.
Welcome to Gamers.
Thanks.
And welcome to my red team. Obviously the best team in here.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. So tell me a little bit about in-game. What do you like? What's your playing style?
I'm usually an AWPer.
Okay.
I've been playing that since like the beginning of Counter-Strike.
but for like the past year, I've been playing Rifler instead.
So I think it's great with the new player in the house, get some fresh blood in there, and I saw that he's really eager to prove what he can do, and hopefully he's a great and very skilled CS player. So how's your skill level? Is it on point?
I hope so.
All right.
He seems really nice, pretty nervous and shy maybe in the beginning.
I think I'm one of the best players here in the house, and I'm gonna show that. No, I'm not an in-game leader. I am Rifler.
I'm not really nervous about the new guy. I know I'm good enough for the team. I don't think I'm the weakest link, and he can do whatever he wants.
I'm here to fight, and I'm not leaving.
So the guy's name is Blandfors?
Yeah.
Blandfors?
My Swedish
okay,
isn't that strong,
They're nodding
but-
at me, so I think I did it right. Blandfors.
Yeah.
So what does it mean in Swedish? Because
It's like minced meat, I think.
All right, ground meat. I like it.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
mixed ground meat.
the problem is that does he grind his opponents up, or did he get ground up? That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard that name.
Yeah, we'll get to see later, I guess.
What did you think about the reactions in the house? I mean, it seemed all right.
Yeah, I mean, some of them obviously knew him. I don't know from where, if they've been playing like Face It together or something. But yeah, I mean, obviously everyone's feeling a bit like, there's a new guy.
Well, that's the thing. Did you feel like they got nervous there? I mean, there were at the beginning there. It seemed like there was just a little bit of nerves coming from the red team when they saw him walk in.
Yeah, I think some of them must have been nervous because they know there's a lot of people that applied to get into the house.
We've had nearly 1,200, by the way, guys. There are a lot of people who are tuning in and who are applying. If you think you guys can play with these guys, go to the site.
Yeah, and obviously we don't just pick out random who's gonna join. We're gonna take some of the better players, so they know. I mean, there's some talent looking to get into the house, and I don't know if we can read too much into it, but he was mainly talking to like Elo and HNS, who are probably the people in the red team that feel the safest right now. So maybe they're a bit more confident talking to the new guy, whereas the three others, if they're a bit shaky about their position, they might want to shun him a little.
Man's an opper. He's a rifler. And he made it clear that he's not an in-game leader.
Yeah.
Guess who just like wiped the sweat off of his brow?
Yeah.
Revilian has got to be feeling a little bit better about tonight. But of course, nobody is safe on the red team. Like you said, Elo and HNS, a lot of eyes on them. They're the standout stars on the team. But the other three, it is looking a little shaky. Ince, this afternoon, made the selection for tonight's match.
All right, guys, it's time for the team selection for tonight's game. And I'm going to start with my team. The players I would like to play for me tonight is Elo, Masi, Blandfors, HNS. And the final pick for the red team will be Dolan. Obviously, Rebellion, you're not playing the game tonight. I think you have been playing everything so far, and you have gotten a lot of attention, and there's been a lot of drama and all that. I think you have been performing well, but I think it can be good for you to sit this one out. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good.
And yeah, our team is full right now.
So there you have it. Revilian is sitting out for tonight to allow for Blandfors to step in, which is interesting. Look at how he handled that. The last time that his in-game leading, that his role in the team was questioned, he got really upset about it.
Yeah.
Tonight, he definitely seemed to take it a little bit better. Maybe he's starting to get a little bit more mature here.
Yeah, and I think maybe he was kind of expecting it. Also, just as Ince said, like he's been playing everything this far, and we know Blandfors is gonna be here for at least 48 hours. So even though he's sitting out today, there's no one saying he's gonna sit out again tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, but I'm surprised he took it that well, actually.
I am wondering how they're going to incorporate him, considering op rifle. They now have 3 players on that team who can op and rifle, HNS and Elo being the other 2. How do you think Ince is going to try and fit Blandfors into his team? Is he going to focus on the rifling?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he even said himself that it's been a year since he's really been opping. He's been rifling a lot. That kind of says to me that maybe he wasn't that great of an opper. So he's in whatever team he's been playing in. He's been like going away from that role and rifling. And I think 1 year is a long time to stay away from a weapon if that's what you're gonna play moving forward.
Train. It's the last map out of the competitive pool that we're going to get to here. We had Tuscan yesterday as a bit of a shocker, but Stefan, already, what are the main points that we're looking for here on this map?
Well, we heard Spawn mention it as well. You really need some good smokes because there are a lot of like different areas of the map where that are the width of an area you want to go through is basically the width of a smoke, so you can smoke it off completely.
Sure.
And I think one of the things that's going to decide this is whether the blue team decided to actually practice smokes this time. Remember Nuke?
I'd rather not. I'd rather not, especially Spawn. I don't think that he ever wants to think about it again.
Nah, but it's a hard map to play as T. You can do some pretty good set goes with the smokes over the roofs and some flashes and mollies, but it's something that it takes time to learn. So I think these teams are gonna rely a lot on just getting picks and well, the AWPs. There are, some very long distances on this map and tiny cracks or something you have to actually shoot people through. So the AWPs will be very important.
Exactly, and now we even have 3 AWPers on red team. We're talking a lot about the red team, obviously, because they have this host of talent, this new talent stepping in. But this is a map that Ensa could shine on as well with that AWP.
Yeah, definitely. And well, the flip side of that is that money management is also very important on this map, because even though the UMPs and pistols are very good, they aren't as strong on this map as on some of the others.
So it's been made clear, the losing team always gets to pick which side they want to start on. We do away with the knives now that we're into the competition. And I think it comes as no shock that Ince has chosen to go on CT side, start on that CT side, get that defense going. So, that doesn't come as a shock to you, Stefan.
Nah, not at all. Even though it shouldn't really matter because you have to play 15 rounds on every team, it's just so important to start on the side where you expect to win more rounds just to mentally get ahead.
All right, so we're about to start the 8th match.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to wonder exactly where this is going, because there's fresh meat sitting in that chair out there. And Team Blue, well, are they going to get ground up by the red team tonight? It's your call. You get to make the prediction.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the red team. They're starting CT, and, we have this thing with new teams, where when you change players, you call it the honeymoon period, where on teams you'll have the first couple of months, maybe the first couple of weeks, you're going to play really well. And I've said before, this feels like a fast forward version of a normal team. So I think the first day with a new guy, they're going to be really good.
All right. Well, thank you, Stefan. We're definitely looking forward to what you have to think about this match later on tonight. But first, we actually have to cast the match. And the guys that we have in the commentary cave right now are waiting. It's our very own David Attenboroughs of CS, Red Eye and Warclown.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but thanks anyway. Semler, yes, we are about to get into our next matchup. It's match number 8. It is all steam ahead. Team Spawn versus Team Ince. Blue versus red once more, as we will get underway momentarily in the first round. And it will be time to see whether fresh blood wins or makes it harder. Which is it going to be? This is an interesting dynamic, that's for sure. Now, interestingly, looks like Spawn has set his team up well again, because they've pushed in immediately into the inner bomb site right now, and they've managed to get all 5 players in there. Only Blackflash did get a little bit of damage, but his welcome to the gamer's house is 1 health, and he's dispatched by Ensa after the first 99 was done by Menox. Now Caps round behind here. Can he pick up the kill? No! Dunn and Elo combined to hold on, and again Elo's only got 1 health here.
Wow, some headshots going back and forth.
Yeah, Ensa now gets 1, gets 2. It's now a 1 versus 2. Whoa, just about escaped with his legs intact there after Muzzy tried to gun him down. And it's a 1v2. Ensa now. And it's shut down by a single USP from Muzzy. And that's a good start after it looked a bit dodgy on the inner bomb site.
Yeah, it did that for a while, Paul.
You think they should have done better, getting 5 inside?
Yeah, I think so. That every single member got out onto the bomb site, and not the entire team of red was in there. They hadn't had the time to rotate back in, so they had the advantage for sure. They even got that instant headshot onto Blount first. So,
Chicken shoot here, although Caps has managed to combine with Ensa. They've picked off H&S. A valuable kill, that one as well, as they come out towards the electric generator. Elo's been tagged down to 7. This has not gone well at the start, but Muzzy finally comes up with a couple of big kills. Elo and Dolan now in there, and Caps will be the last one. Gets himself a cheeky heaven kill, and that's all she wrote.
This is very much an AWP map. And it's fine for the T's to keep forcing the buys there, but maybe Ensa should not be forcing like the other ones can be forced. Because once again now, this is the second weapon round where Ensa is not on an AWP. And I mean, that is not good on a map like Train. They have to face Elo, and he's way back on the side, just controlling it with the AWP. Let's see, he's probably going to get that pick as well.
He's playing really well outside. Are you surprised that he's decided to stay outside rather than AWPing in, or maybe switching with HNS and maybe having 2 AWPers in there?
I think it's going to be, depending on how it goes, he's just going to switch around to different sites. If they start lacking inside, he's going to rotate back in there.
Because that's partly what Spawn's team have been very good at in the past, was trying to avoid Elo, wasn't it, on the sites, and seemingly can't do that here. Already losing a man. And there were 2 down towards Ivy. They've come back here. Looks like a rotation for In and Out. And Ensa has the advanced position. He will be point man for this round. Still searching for a round. And HNS just waiting patiently at the end of the corridor that you're looking down now through the eyes of Ensa. His teammates have now joined him. They've played this one exceptionally slowly. And I've got a feeling that Team Red will know exactly what's going to come their way. Yeah, already moving, look. Oh, towards the bomb site. HNS, 1, 2, 3. Easy as you like. Couldn't get the 4th, though, as he changed weapon. It's not going to make any difference because the damage is done. And Ensa now with a poor flash into the bomb site. Actually, he's covered by some smoke from his opponents here, and he's going to get gunned down from the left-hand side. Blamfesh there.
And finally, Paul, we have an early pause coming out from Team Blue. Spawn calling the pause, so let's listen in.
Don't relax. Det är lugnt. We've been here before, to be honest. We always start like this, so this is very normal for us. First, I want you guys to. Listen, I want you guys to fake A. Do the smokes. Manox, Wolf, Queenix. Yeah, do the smokes on A. 1 commit. 4 going B. Okay. Fake A and then go B. Try that though. Yeah.
We need someone to go upper. No one's going upper.
Yeah. All right.
What do you make of that?
No, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, a
little bit of a change.
Yeah, put down the fixed smokes outside. That's going to be a tell for Team Red that okay, they're planning to go outside. Yep. 1 guy committing, throwing flashes and making havoc outside. And also a good point at the end there. They need to have normally the last man pushing upper inside of B. So now they're setting up for the fake smokes. Didn't quite catch who's going to sell the fake outside.
Yeah, the smokes have been reasonably well deployed over that bomb site. And Wolfie is now outside, but hasn't made any noise yet. I would have expected him to have made noise and created some chaos as they try to come into the inner bomb site, but they've managed to break through here. Blamfesh has picked up the first kill. Elo with the second one on top. And dropping like flies now for Team Blue. They're going to get the bomb plant at the very least. And Wolfie, can he backstab here? He might just get himself a nice little AWP for his trouble. Oh, short range from Elo. And at point blank range, picks out Wolfie as well. 2 for him in the round. And that's gone swimmingly well for Team Red.
They've decided to go inner air, Paul. Once again, they're using a lot of time. And last time they did that, the bomb planner got taken out and they don't have the time.
1 drops down into Pop. They're going to get that frag as well. Well done to Caps. Dolan with the return of frags. Was he also doing a little bit of damage though? Get caught out by Menox and Caps, who've replied to get inside the bomb site here. And Blamfesh now has got to do an awful lot of work on this outer bomb site. And he gets tapped at the top of heaven by Caps, who's having a monster round. And Spawn's team finally put 1 on the board. It's 8-1.
And now there's a lot of pressure on Team Blue for this round. The way CS works is if you lose 6 rounds in a row, you get as much money you need every round to buy weapons. So by winning this 1 round, Team Blue, and if they now lose this round, they're going to get money reset, and that means they're back on ecos. So this is a monster round for Team Blue, and they really need to pick this one up.
You know, you're going to continue AWPing outside. Meanwhile, Team Blue have put 2 down to Ivy right now. And Ensa finally back on his AWP. And they've gone double AWP setup this time on Team Red. Blamfesh is the second AWPer. And AWPing from inside, fairly close as well. Not my favourite place to stand with the AWP, I have to say. Prefer to play a little bit further back in the site, gives you a bit more time to play with. Oh, Dolan has to spin round quickly, gets the first and the second as well. And Muzzy's taking out Queenix here. This is falling apart at the seams. Only Menox standing tall against them. He's got himself a double now. Inside the bomb site he goes. Again though, time ticking down. 50 seconds remaining here as Enzer gets blown away by Blanfest. And now, Menox last man standing with 1 point of health. This wouldn't just be a miracle. This would be the best magic trick of all time. And HNS is going to stop that one. So the route is confirmed, and it is the worst scenario possible for Team Blue.
Yeah, it is, and I just want to take a look at their economy right now. Let's see if we can get that score table up for you. Well, it's not too bad. They got that. Obviously, they got the bomb plant the round they won. But I don't expect to see an AWP on Enzer this round. No, in fact, he's got an AK, and we've got 2 pistols here for Team Blue. And I mean, when you don't win the pistol round, you're having a bad time when you're fully bought up. This doesn't look too good for them.
Another great shot from Elo. Queenix dispatched. 2 pushing out towards Reb. 1 out onto the far side. Elo's already seen him, and he will pick up the frag brilliantly on Menox. But Enzer has caused a little bit of grief here. He's got himself 2 frags and advancement towards the bomb site on the outer side. Got a couple of options here. Bomb in the hands. Wolfie's going to go for the plant here. Enzer covering from the back train. And now Dalan in towards the bomb site. He's got HNS alongside him. And we'll get some early information here of positioning. Wolfie trying to get round the bomb site, and HNS moving forwards. It was a moving AWP shot, and they're difficult at the best of times, and it's not going to work out. Wolfie with the double, and they bounced right back, and boy, did they need that round. The boys on the radio. Comeback is real. And it is so far. Now HNS at very close range here. Ooh, gets 1. Can he get 2? He can. I don't think he's going to get himself a 3rd, but he's nicked an AK here. Oh my goodness, they could be in all sorts of trouble. 3 down from HNS. He's played that one absolutely brilliantly. Caps finally gets rid of him, but the damage is already done. And Menox and Caps now have to try and rescue this one. The bomb is in such a precarious place. They've got to go out and collect it, and that just means they're exposed. Now, what can Caps do here? Gets himself 1. There is another man behind Silver here, and he will pick up that second as well. It's now a 1 versus 1. Caps in a 1 versus 3 to win the round, and Blackfish has actually had to go back towards CT spawn now. Caps could, in theory, just go and grab the bomb and plant, but he's not going to know where his opponent is, and he is rotating right now. Said he didn't like this map, said he often finished at the bottom of the scoreboard, said he wasn't looking forward to train, but I tell you what, he's putting up a really good performance tonight. And this is just the latest. A 1 versus 3 has changed to a 1v1. No, he's given away a little bit of noise there in pot, but can he get himself out into the bomb site? He can. And look at Blanfest right now. He knows that that one's probably going outside. Bomb planted. Now he knows. Weapon obtained. It's all even here. AK versus AK. For the round. New boy, new blood. Or does old and wise win the round? Hasn't found him so far, but will come under the 1v1, and Caps comes up big. A 1v3 that pleases his team boss no end. What a round.
Pretty much the last player on Team Blue you expect to get out on top of that. Oh, wow, what a fantastic performance by Caps. Although 2 of the players only had pistols, but being...
No, don't go there.
I'm not playing it down.
Don't go there.
I'm doing the opposite. I'm doing the opposite, Paul. Some might say, right, they only had that 1 rifle, but it's the sheer amount of players that makes that situation so hard. And so, for the opening wallbanger, let's move on from here, Paul.
Oh my goodness, Elo decides that he's had enough of this messing around outside. After a great start, they're falling apart here, but HNS has finally got them back into the round. Are they going to end this one 10-5? Almost feels disappointing at this point for them. Queenix in, well, caught in the middle of nowhere right now. Knows there's a man above him, I think. Yes, he did. And catches him on the fall down. That clay pigeon shooting coming in handy there. On towards the bomb site. Queenix gets another one. Is there another 1v3 in it? No, not quite, not this time. Dalla mops things up and will confirm a 10-5 lead at half-time, but my goodness, it could have been so much worse for Team Spawn. It is an outside call, and Elo with the first frag of the round. No surprise there, perhaps. Caps trying to get out there and support his teammates. Wolfie taking the front line here and has delivered as well. Blamfest hits the deck. Menox has dispatched Elo, and it's 3v3.
Wow.
What is going on outside this bomb site? It's crazy right now. Dalla now last man alive. And he's king of the 1v1s, but he's got to be king of the 1v2s right now. And that's not going to work out for him either.
Got timeout. Let's listen in.
Take this timeout. They're going to think that we will do something towards B, okay? Obviously, because A hasn't worked. We're not going to do that, but we're going to fake a little bit B. And then we're going to just go out yard and aim on them. Is that okay? So, what do you think, Masi, about that?
I agree.
Because I think they're going to think that we go B now. So, So go like two persons against B and try to fake, flash each other forward like smoke low, and then 3 in main. Just run out and aim them. Okay.
I like that, Paul. I
mean,
really like
his
it.
CS brain.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I mean,
in particular against Spawn as well. There's been a little bit of mental needle between the two.
Does that go both ways though? Maybe Spawn
sort
were
of
just saying
does.
the same.
Yeah,
Like, okay, no, they're not going to go B.
Yeah.
He's trying to play a trick. It's not going to work, boys.
Maybe. Maybe indeed. Let's wait and see. So Caps is holding short, well, very close actually, and with the smoke in hand. I don't like that too much. It kind of leaves him a bit open and exposed, but let's see. And they're not pushing in just yet, but I thought that was the plan. Maybe I misheard.
Well, they might go for that slot. Wait a minute, they're 4 guys in main. That's wrong. They might have changed it up after the pause, but they were supposed to go 2 inside, and they're now doing it. Darlern, a little bit of miscommunication in the team, maybe, and it's fine. They don't need to rush inside. They can use a little bit. That's even better. Use a little bit of time and right now. Put down the flashes, smokes.
And now go outside.
Yeah. Well, wait for it. Yeah, push inside, make some sound, get someone killed, then push outside.
Yep. So the push should come outside right now, but it sort of has actually. Yeah, no, it's kind of working. Menox trying to stand tall here, did a little bit of damage. In fact, 2 of them are weak down there. 1-to-1's electric is going to pick off Menox, which was Muzzy. Wolfie replies that's his 2nd of the round. I think that's his 3rd of the round. Muzzy, last man alive here. He's now got a clutch in a 1v2. Caps and Wolfie, the last 2, and that's not going to work either. Look at the difference between the 2 coaches. One is ecstatic, the other one is frustrated.
I mean, the timeout, what In said was completely true. It was the smartest move to do. Just poor execution by the team. They put down the smoke, they put down the flash, then they like had this weird sloppy push inside. They didn't really sell that fake at all.
Outmined game themselves.
Yeah, pretty much. Put too much thought into that.
Can happen, of course. You get frustrated when round after round seems to be tumbling away and you're on the harder side and you've seen an 8-0 lead slip away.
Keeps re-peeking with that smoke in hand, and he hasn't even he doesn't even have it ready to drop. So there's no point of doing that.
Enzo took a little bit of damage there. Meanwhile, Elo has given them a man advantage. Now, how many more times has he got to do that before his team can win a round? They have a good advantage here. And HNS is... Ooh, I thought he was going to go through that smoke, and if he had, Enzo would have been in trouble at short range there. He'd have had 1 shot, and that's all he would get. And he'd have to be accurate as well. But Bomb, finally, is making its way along the back hallways in the hands of Muzzy right now. Have they made the right call here? Towards the bomb site they go. Wolfie, look at this. Oh my goodness, now if he can get down here, he will be able to give them valuable information, although they have started to push in towards the bomb site already. Caps on site waiting, does get the first one, he gets the bomb planter as well, and only 16 seconds remaining here. They're going to have to make this one a very quick play indeed. Dalan with a double, it's now a 2 versus 3. Enser and Wolfie, now it's Enser on his own. Time running down here, they've got to find this bomb and get it planted, can they? They can! And it is planted, and it doesn't matter anyway because they found the last man. Messy, but it's worked out.
This is an important round for both teams, Paul. If Team Blue loses this, it's going to be 14 rounds for Team Red. Just 1 round away from match point. And that's going to put Team Blue on an eco.
Don't worry, if you're new to CS and you've just seen Wolfie firing at a wall, no, he hasn't gone mad. There are certain spots on each of these maps which have, let's say, low quality production walls. Which allows you to shoot through them, in some areas at least. And that top hallway that you've seen the bomb runner running along is just behind that wall that he was shooting at. Now Queenix has to shoot firm, otherwise he is disposed by HNS, which is exactly what's happened. They've now got just Caps remaining, and Caps just needs to clutch a 1v5. Simple stuff, really easy, no problem at all for a man that's already capped. What, a 2v4 and a 1v3 today, so 1v5 should be in your arsenal, right?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a sissy not going for this. No doubt. Nah, he needs to save that weapon. As you can see on the scoreboard here, the money column, blue team ain't got nothing.
Nope.
So he really needs to keep this weapon, but it's going to be hard. They know where he is.
Oh, I tell you what though, Caps is putting up a great deal of resistance. Got 2, made it a bit more costly. But it is dire straits right now for Team Blue.
Team Blue's got a long way to go. Let's see if they've got it in them. They've got a double up setup now with Enser and Wolfie wielding them. That makes sense. Elo missing a shot.
Don't see that every day.
That's weird.
Unusual, that's for sure. 90 seconds then separates Spawn's team from losing the lead in the series. And Ince's team drawing all square at 4-4. Or do we go on? Because it's now or never for Spawn's team on train. They had a great comeback after a terrible start. They were 8-0 down, remember, on the first half. They brought it all the way back to lead 11-10. And since then, have lost 5 in a row. It's been a very strange pattern of back and forth, but it's taken a long time for each back and forth to occur. Menox now in a very good position here, but has somehow lost out on the 1v1 to Bladflesh, and Muzzy has also brought another one in here. Spawn might be worried here. They've lost 3. Wolfie, though, point blank range AWP shot, has got himself one. Oh, he missed the easier shot the second time round. Why is it always the way? It's now a 2 versus 3. And make that a 1 versus 3. Queenix now to save the day. Hasn't had the best of days. Is now getting firebombed as well. Bomb is making its way outside, and Queenix now in a 1 versus 3. Oh, hello. Well, it was close at the end, but it wasn't close in scoreline. Ince's team celebrate, and I tell you what, that's a very different looking Team Red right now.
Yeah, it is, indeed. And I mean, it's got to feel good. Yeah, I mean, for our new player here, he's not had the game of his life, but his team is still winning. So the spotlight won't be that much on him. If they lost this and he played in the way he's done now, it would have looked a lot worse for him.
16-12 in the end. 16-11 actually on train, which equals the first 2 matches that Blue had of the series as well. 16-11 is the 3rd time we've had a 16-11 scoreline. Revillion there chatting to his teammates. Didn't play this evening, of course. Watching on to see how his new teammate got on, and he gives him a pat on the back as well. Just final thoughts quickly.
Yeah, once again, we see Team Red getting back into it. It's now 4-4 in terms of matches. Interestingly enough, though, Team Red hasn't had the lead in terms of matches yet. Will tomorrow be the first time, Paul?
Yeah, it's switched backwards and forwards for the last 4. Team Blue won the first 2, then Red won the next 2, then it's been Blue-Red, Blue-Red.
I don't know, Paul. I'm a little bit tired. You think we should send it back over to Semler?
Yeah,
I think it's about time.
I think we should listen to Stefan gloat for a change.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're here with Spawn. Spawn, it didn't go your way today. What went wrong? What happened?
I mean, we start out rough. Like every map we play, we start out very rough in the beginning, and I really think that we need to change that because I don't know what happens. They just freeze or just they cannot play their game in the beginning. I don't know. The nerves plays a lot. In fact, I think, it plays a lot of factor, but I really don't know what's going on in the beginning of every map.
Do you feel like it's how productive is your practice right now? Because when teams are struggling, right, they have those set executes, right? We know these smokes, we know these flashes. Do that.
We train,
right?
We train strategies, we train smokes. We played even two or three precs on train, and everything went kind of decent. It didn't went that well on prec, but train is such a difficult map. You need some good smokes, good strategies to complete the runs and win the runs. But I don't know, we was just lacking a little bit of good strategies.
There is obviously preparing. That falls more to the team aspect. Who stood out to you individually today on your team?
And Caps, of course. That guy, when he shines and when he's happy and when he plays so good. He plays so good when he's like really positive and don't criticize himself. The thing with Caps is he criticizes himself too much, and that's the problem with him. But when he plays good from the beginning, he has so much, like he peaks so good.
So what was going through your mind, right? Because you decided to go with Nimpos when you chose, but it seemed like it was going to be that decision between Caps and Nimpos with who was going to go home.
Yeah.
So what was going through your minds? Is this the Caps that you were counting on?
Yes, as I told all of them, skill-wise, I think Cap is better than Nimpos, but Nimpos was lacking a little bit experience. That's the only thing.
Okay.
But skill-wise, Caps, I know what his potential are. When he plays good, I really know what kind of things he brings to the table, what kind of aim. Like right now, he was so pumped up. He was screaming like, "I'm beast,
man.
I'm beast." Could you hear that?
Yeah. Could hear it. And
Beast. He was so pumped up.
he had that one triple on A that looked, where he just saved it. It was the 4v2. All of a sudden he rolls in with the UMP, kills 3 guys. Just like, okay then, Caps. You do you, man.
Yeah. But, Caps is such a good guy, and I really like to see him, do well.
What are you going to do, Stefan? Is it change or no change?
Well, Team Blue, they have, as you said, been struggling at the start of games, and sometimes they have managed to make those comebacks. I think, though, even though they've been they've been better than Team Red, like team spirit-wise, and they have been able to step up after being down, which I don't think Team Red's been doing as well. I think they are lacking just the individual skill. It has, though, mainly been Caps of the 5 left that has been underperforming, and he was so good today. So I think it's a pretty hard decision. But as for the future of your team, the next 48 hours, I am gonna go with change.
There we go.
All right.
So
you're getting good with this, man. You're ruthless. I'm just sitting here clenching, he's gonna say it now. Nope, another sentence. All right. So it is gonna be changed, Spawn. It's gonna be changed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it is still your call. You'll have 48 hours to evaluate whoever comes in as the challenger into the house, and you get to decide: are you gonna change your roster or not? So Stefan's putting you under the gun a little bit. What are your thoughts when he says, "Okay, it's time for a change"?
And obviously, I need to watch and all the players again, and see if there is any change I need to do and stuff like that. But I really don't, and I don't have anything on my mind right now.
If you think that you've got what it takes to compete with the boys over here in the LAN, make sure that's up there, nice. Go to the website gamers.global. You can apply there, and you can find all of the content as well that's happening here day in, day out at the Gamers House. So be sure you check that out, and be sure you check for the LAN Finals tickets that we'll be having on the 21st as well. Those are up on the website as well. Be sure to see them. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow morning with another Good Morning Gamers. So 7 a.m. sharp, I'll be there with my cup of tea and with another special guest. So guys, love you all, and we'll see you all bright and early tomorrow morning.